Good morning. On my morning walk and talk, and this morning I was going to do a walk and talk about a few different subjects. But first, I wanted to say, if you believe everything that's on the news, if you want to keep living in the matrix, then don't watch this video. Go ahead, just turn this video off now. And then for the rest of you, if you're still watching, then let's have some fun. First, I wanted to say thank you to all the new subscribers that I have on YouTube, and I had 360 subscribers, and last night when I went to sleep, I had 350 subscribers. So it's like I'm getting 10 new subscribers every day, and that's pretty amazing to me, and I appreciate that. So this morning's video, I wanted to talk to you about Biden versus Trump, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, slavery, and psychology. Okay, so let's see where to start. Let's start off with Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, WrestleMania 3. Biggest attendance ever in the Pontiac Silverdome. They had 90,000 people in attendance. I was 10 years old when this happened. I was a Hulkamaniac. Said my prayers, train hard, take my vitamins, and I wanted to be just like Hulk Hogan. He was my role model when I was a kid. And I wanted to be a professional wrestler when I grew up, or a Major League Baseball starting pitcher. So I thought wrestling was 100% real. You know, that's how they let it on to be. It was it's called kayfabe, and they always made it pretend like it was real, you know. And they used to even have to pay the commissions and stuff like that, and they portrayed it as a real sport. You know, before it was wrestling entertainment, before the 1990s, before that, 1980s and 1970s and all that, they portray wrestling to be 100% true. Okay, so Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Good versus evil, right? And you really think it's a big battle. You know, as a kid, I thought it was real. So I said it already, but so it was a work. You know, it was not true. It was scripted, and they just did it for, their own, gains and reasons. And so, but it wasn't true. Okay, it was definitely scripted. It was false. They both worked together, but they seemed like they was enemies, right? That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, second point. Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. Same thing. Same thing. They're friends. It's you could Google this. It's a fact. Everything that I say is 100% truth. I'm too old to be lying. Okay, you could Google it. Every single American president is blood related, except for one, Van Peebles. They're all blood related. You could track their bloodline all the way to King Edwards of England, and he was the same king that was depicted in the Robin Hood stories as the evil king, the greedy king. That's all the American presidents are blood related to that guy. Okay, so I mean, coincidence? I don't believe in coincidences. Okay, I don't believe that. So anyways, so it's a work. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It's all pre-scripted. It's just like Hogan versus the Giant. You know, they know the outcome is predetermined. Your votes don't count. It's just a way to divide the people. You know what I mean? Okay, so I said that. Now you say, okay, I said slavery. So what's slavery got to do with wrestling and the presidents? Well, I'm gonna tell you that in slavery days, this is a true story, they actually used to let the slaves on the plantation vote for who they wanted to be the slave master, but the slave master was either related or he was really close friends of the family, so let's say you got Bill and Tom, and the slaves get to vote for if they want Bill or Tom to be the slave master, and the slaves would argue and fight, and they would even kill each other on who they want the slave master to be, even though they're still going to be slaves, Okay, and so it was a psychological control mechanism that they do to divide the people up, to make them easier to control. And they've been doing this since Rome, Egypt, all throughout history. It's the same psychological trick, okay? And so, but now, however, when the slaves wouldn't be divided and they would come together and unite, and they was like, we don't care, we're still gonna be slaves, we're not voting for nobody, then it would be a slave revolution, a slave revolt, and they would all rise together and they would kill the slave master and all their family. He would kill them all, and it escaped. Tried to, most of them got caught, but I think it's worth, it's rather to be dead than be a slave. That's how I feel. Maybe other people don't feel that way. But so this all just, it's all the same thing. It's a psychological trick that they've been doing for the longest time. So I hate to tell people this, if you don't know this or not, your vote doesn't matter. This is my opinion now. I could be wrong. Maybe it does matter. Maybe it's just, maybe I'm wrong. My humble opinion is your vote don't matter. Doesn't matter who the president's going to be. Things still going to get worse. Doesn't matter. My whole lifetime since 1976, every 4 years, America gets worse. Things don't get better. That's not a capitalistic society. It always burns out. It's mathematical formulas that prove that capitalism can only last so long. And matter of fact, in America, what I believe is that we're in what they call end stage capitalism. What that means is that for the cost of goods and services, they have to keep raising goods and services to keep paying for goods and services. And so what that means is, okay, so the truck drivers is paying more. They got to pay more for gas, traveling, everything like that. So the truck drivers' costs go up. The shipping costs go up. Then the price of the grocery stores and food places and McDonald's and everything, they're paying more for their supplies, so they got to raise it up. And then so everybody got to keep raising their prices until it would be $200 for a loaf of bread, $100 for a bottle of water. That's capitalism. That's a capitalistic formula. That's how long it lasts for. So, I would just like to point out another thing I'll tell you about Roman history. That all compares, it kind of all goes together. In Rome, the reason why Rome collapsed, they say Rome and America actually parallels each other, like almost exactly. If you study history for a long time, you know what I'm talking about. There's so many similarities. And the biggest similarity to me, in my opinion, is that both Rome and America, they both pass 10,000 laws each and every year to oppress the poor, to keep the poor poor, keep the rich rich. And to use all these psychological tricks to keep the people divided. But see, that's what happened in Rome. I'm going to tell you how Rome collapsed. And they say, I had college professors, I took this course in college and everything like that, studied it indefinitely. But they say, Rome was fighting battles on each front. Every direction he was fighting a battle, and it was too much for them. But really what happened was Hannibal the Great from Ethiopia, from Africa, from Carthage, was a black general. It's been debated. Some say he's black, some say he was lighter skinned. So I'm not 100% sure about that. But he wasn't a white, blue-eyed, blonde hair European for sure. He was definitely not white. And so, well, I see some Google search that says he is lighter skinned. I don't know how true that is. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So the point is, Hannibal went through the French Alps, okay? And he came at the very top. He came out through the French Alps. He had a fight through there. A bunch of people died. He took his elephants through the mountains and everything. They never seen him coming because they always attacked from the seafront through Sicily and all that, the southern Italy. So nobody's ever came through the mountains. They thought it was impossible to bring an army through it. But guess what? Hannibal did. And And this is what happened. Now, a lot of his troops didn't make it because of the cold weather and the climates, and they got attacked. So majority of his army died. Okay, but what happened was when he got to he got the top of Italy. You know, it was marching on the Roman capital, and all the poor white farmers that's been oppressed by the Roman government with all their laws and stuff, taxes and all that, they joined Hannibal's army, okay? So basically you had a bunch of white farmers joining a black military army, and they all combined together and they marched on Rome, you know? And so that was pretty much the end of Rome. That's why Rome fell. And so they marched on them. But basically another thing that happened in Rome is that 60% of the population, the majority of the population, agreed that we're tired of all these laws. We're tired of being oppressed. We're tired of just being a few families that get all the money and everybody else is poor, begging for grain and stuff, starving to death. And they just got tired of it. And so they just had a revolt. You know, the majority of the population agreed, hey, we're done with this. We're not going to follow your laws no more. You know, and actually they stormed the Roman capital and they killed all the politicians. They hung them in the streets. All the politicians, all the Senate, all of them, they died, and a few of them escaped. You know what I mean? A few of the families escaped. Majority of them got killed. Okay, and then that was about the year 500 years after Christ died. The year 500, and then people lost their. Then they entered the dark. This is what they say: when Rome fell, the whole world. This is what the history teachers teach: is that the planet fell into the dark ages, and there was no history. Nothing happened for 1,000 years, from the year 500 to the year 1500. And then them same families that was from Rome, they learned from their mistakes. They passed it on generation to generation, and then they started getting their power back about the 1500s. And how do they get their power? Let me tell you, it's through passing 10,000 laws a year, and it's very basic psychological tricks, how to divide people. And that's why in America, to this day, right now, you can't get 10% of the population to agree on anything. You know, the government, this is my opinion, this is what I heard, you know, the government started Black Lives Matters. They pushed over the statues. You know, they did all this stuff. They created an LGBTQ community. You know, they promote racism, you know, coronavirus, all this stuff, religion, money, all that. It's all a division tool to keep us all separated, you know, because racism in real life don't exist. But on the news and all that, they stoke the fires. They fanning the flames and make it feel like they tricking people to be racist, you know. But in real life, it's not natural, you know. It's not, people really ain't racist, you know. To be honest, they're not by nature. They have to be tricked psychologically into being racist. You know, the government does that, my opinion. I could be wrong. So anyways, and so that's why things will keep getting worse in America, you know, until we decide, you know, that we just gonna be done with Democrats. We're gonna be done with Republicans. We're done voting. We're just done with this crap, you know, and then things will start getting better. Once we get 60% of the population to be like, oh, we're done with this, you know, we're not gonna keep just going through this stuff, you know, all this hard times, and they just mismanaging the money. The American government, $900 trillion in debt, something like that. They spent so much money on hand soap and face masks and coronavirus test kits, trillions of dollars, you know, and they're just messing up all our money. Our money's worth nothing, you know. All the air pollution, soil pollution, water pollution, you know, they're making the reason why we had that is because they're making a profit off of it. That's it, you know. They're messing up the environment and everything. They don't care, because if it's gonna make a profit, then it's acceptable, you know. So that's just my opinion. I could be wrong about everything, but I think it's interesting to think about. And but you see, every time I hear somebody say, Oh, I love Trump. Oh, I love Biden. He's the best. I think of the same people who say at the gambling slot machines, which I think is dumb as heck to play, but you have some people who think, I know how to beat these slot machines. I know how to beat these slot machines. You know what I mean? I know how I got it all figured out. That's the same people who think Trump's gonna save them. They think Biden's the best. You know what I mean? It's just a psychological trick, it's a thinking error. So, like I said, that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I haven't never seen any president ever get anything better, and he does make it worse. Every single president, it's never gotten better. They think, oh, Trump was the best. Oh, Biden was the best. All this, and then whoever vote for him, they always feel dumb, like, damn, why I vote for him? Look what he's doing. So it doesn't matter. Your votes don't count. It's predetermined. It's rigged. It's just a way to divide the people, control the people. And that's just my opinions. Like I said, 10 different times. Don't, it's just what I say. But the truth is, all the American presidents is blood related. That is a fact. You can look that, you could Google that up. That's been a well-known fact for 20 something years. They're blood related, but they say, oh, we're all blood related. I don't think so. I can't tell if I'm blood related to, he did. Why don't they look out for me more? I don't think we are the same blood relation to, whatever. But so, yeah, that's my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and close and just have a little fun today on a walk and talk. I've been enjoying, just expressing myself, and I find it fun, and it's been a good time. And if you think I'm wrong, go ahead and leave a comment. Say no, my vote does matter, and you're wrong about that. The president does matter, and and I think this next presidential election, we're gonna elect a leader, and he's just gonna be great. He's gonna save all our problems. He's gonna get the economy going. Inflation is gonna get better. The cost of food in the grocery store is gonna go down. Cost of living gonna go down. I put all my faith in the president. You know what I mean? I'll put all my faith in the president. He gonna make all the problems better. Let's vote for him. And then if that don't work, let's just wait 8 more years and see if another one could make our problems better. Like, oh, look, we just gotta wait 8 more years. We just gotta wait 4 more years. Things are gonna get better. You know what I mean? Doesn't that sound dumb? Why you gotta wait 4 years for things to get better? Let's get one person that's a president who is a regular person. That's not a millionaire, not a billionaire. You know what I mean? He's not related to all these other people. He's not a Democrat. He's not a Republican. You know what I mean? Let's get a regular person in there. Put me as the president. You put me as the president, what I'm gonna do, first thing I'm gonna do is public education, chasing all that. By the time you're 18, you're gonna be the best well-rounded individual you ever seen in your life. You're gonna have so many tools. You're gonna know how to grow your own food. You know how to change a tire, do an oil change. Everything you need to do, you're gonna know how to do. And I would enact all kinds of different laws. I would get rid of most of the laws. I would be like, look, all the laws is gone. We just got the 10 commandments. That's it. Ain't no more. Is all the laws gone? No more laws in America. The only laws, we're going to have 10 laws. It's the 10 commandments. That's it. We ain't gonna have no other laws. If I'm president, you made me president of the United States. That's it. We got 10 laws. That's it. I don't think we even need all the many dang laws. You know what I mean? They actually pass 10,000 laws a year. Man, that's a lot. How we gonna follow these laws? Too many. I can't keep up. I try my hardest. I want to be a law-abiding citizen so hard, but it's like, dang, I don't even know what the heck I'm doing wrong. Like if I'm doing something wrong, it's too many laws. You know what I mean? A regular person, and they say, ignorance is not a defense in the court of law. Well, how the heck? And you don't even teach law. That's another thing. If I was president, I would make sure all public education kids knew law. And, when you get pulled over by the police, how to act, and how to do this and all that, And so they need to get a regular person in the White House. It would never happen because it's rigged. But I can't fantasize. I can't dream about if we just got a normal person as a leader. We need a real leader, but when that happens, it'll probably be the Antichrist. You know what I mean? We'll be like, oh, this guy, regular guy, look at him. Let's really root for him. We find out, damn, that's the devil. So I don't think we're gonna find the answer we're looking for in that situation. This is my opinion. I'm just rambling. I like these walking talks. It's been therapeutic for me. It's lowering my blood pressure. I just get it all out and everything. And, when I sleep at night, I wake up in the morning all discombobulated because I'm like, damn, I've been through so much. And so, but now y'all really being helping my blood pressure go down. I think I got about another 5-10 more walking talks. I think my blood pressure gonna be good now. Thanks, I appreciate that. So yeah, 360 subscribers. I just can't believe that many. It's been 10 new subscribers a day. That's a blessing. So it's been fun, and I like it, and I like the freedom to say anything I want to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't worry about other people, what they think. Never have, never will. So I have a different perspective. You know what I mean? I got some kind of freedom that most people don't got, because most people won't get on YouTube and just say whatever they want, but I will. And I love that. I don't have nothing really too bad to say. I'm not a really negative person, at all. So I'm not gonna say nothing too crazy, but I will give my opinions and my thoughts and the stuff that I've been learning and I think is interesting. And hopefully you guys could do some more engagement, leave some comments, say, I love Trump. He's the best president. He's gonna make America great again. I'm gonna vote for Trump. I'm gonna put all my faith in Trump. I put more faith in Trump than I do in God. He's gonna save the world. He's the best, or I love Biden. He loves gay people. You know what I mean? We love Biden, whatever, all the minority groups and all that. Biden, we all gonna vote for Biden. Now they mad about that. They was like, oh man, I think we got tricked and hoodwinked and bedazzled. I think so. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I'm not gonna vote. I voted one time in my life, and that was for Bill Clinton. I voted for Bill Clinton. I like Bill Clinton. He played the saxophone. He was cool. But then he turned America into a laughing stock. Just think about the president of China, the president of Russia, all them people in North Korea, and they're like, look at this immoral American president. He's having sex in the Oval Office. He's doing this. The Americans, they're a bunch of immoral, low-class people. We should just bomb them all, kill them all. That's how the rest of the world is looking at us. Clinton let us down. Like how, and look at what the divorce rate is. Like, look how many people single now since then. Like, before Clinton did that in the White House, I would say 70, 80% of adults, 90% of adults was in relationships. Now it's like 20%. You know what I mean? So this effect, see, what most people don't understand, that when these events happen, we laugh about them, we joke about them because we're dumb as heck. You know what I mean? But it's so serious. Like the Oval Office thing that happened with Bill Clinton, it affected the whole country, the whole world, but we sit around and giggle about it like it's funny, but really the whole world looking at us like, oh, look at these Americans. They're immoral. Because the other countries, majority of the countries in the world, they believe in religion. They got God. They're so much different. They're so different, respectful and everything. And they just look at us like we're just wild animals over here. And so, it'd be nice to have some leadership that has some good morals and values and principles, that was educated, that knew how to talk, that really cared about the American people, that wasn't blood related or friends and family, with all the other presidents or any political office, and that wasn't a Democrat or Republican, because honestly, it's why we have Democrats and Republicans in America is going to keep getting worse. Now, once we get rid of the Democrats and Republicans, all of them together, things will start getting better. You know what I mean? But it's the only way. It's not, you're going to have to force them out. They're not just going to be like, oh, we're going to give up all the money, we're going to give up all the power. They're going to have to be forced out of their power somehow, some way. But it would be nice to have a third party. You don't even see no third party. You used to see third party people running for presidency. They gave up. That one guy spent billions of dollars. He wasn't a Democrat, Republican. He was like, I'm gonna spend billions of dollars. He still couldn't be president. You know what I mean? So, because you have to be in them circles. You have to be in the Democrat, Republican circle, and they promote and they only uplift the people that's gonna follow the agenda. You know what I mean? They're going to promote within their ranks, and they're going to vet them and make sure that they're going to follow the program, that they're on board. They're not going to let another JFK in there, a John F. Kennedy or anything like that, because if you don't follow the agenda, they're going to blow your brains out. You know, that's anybody who gets any kind of power or authority. And if you get a lot of followers, you know, millions of followers, like Tupac, you know, or whoever, and if you're not promoting the agenda, they'll blow your brains out. You know, that's just facts. That's how they've been doing it. That's how they always do it. And but like me, I only got 350 people listening to me, so they ain't gonna kill me for whatever I say. You know, I would say, but now if I had 1 million followers, I couldn't say anything like this. I had to delete this video. If I get even 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, I had to delete this video. I can't have this on. But if I got 300 subscribers, I can say whatever I want to. They're not gonna kill me because I tell you guys, you know, voting's a scam. You know, but if I had millions of followers and I just said everything I just said, they'll blow my car up, something happened, you know, just something bad would happen. That's what happens. But you know, so that's just like I said, all my opinions. I could be wrong about everything I said, except for all the presidents being blood related. That's the DNA. That's a fact. You could Google that. That's a real true statement. All the American presidents are blood related to King Edward, I believe it was, from England, and they can all trace their bloodline. Also, the Queen Elizabeth from England, they have the same bloodline, and that's all a fact. That's not like I'm just making it up, you know, out the thin blue air. You could actually Google that. And you have to dig a little deeper. Like if you type it into the Google search, you might have to read like 50 different hyperlinks, click on them, and read through it to really find the truth. They kind of bury it. And I noticed, because I found this out 5 years ago. But now when I go to Google search it, I see it's a little bit harder to find. So you might have to dig, you know, do some real searching, maybe like go through 50 or 100 different, you know, when you type it in, you got to go through a lot of searching and stuff, but it's worth it for if you want to know the truth and stuff. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and close. My walk's over with. That was 2.6 miles in the morning. I'm gonna do 2.6 miles in the afternoon, so that's gonna be 5.2 miles. I've been doing this. I think this is my 9th day. And those who know me anyways, I'm a walker. I walk all the time anyways, but I'm just trying to really burn at least 500 calories a day. They say if you walk 5 miles a day, you'll burn 500 calories. So I'm trying to do that, plus lift weights, to do calisthenics. And then I'm trying to eat less, smaller portions, 100% healthy food, trying to lose weight, get my blood pressure down. And then maybe once my blood pressure gets normal and my potassium gets normal, maybe I'll stop caring about, you know, all the presidents being blood related. But I don't know if that's my blood pressure making me think about that kind of stuff or whatever, but it does. help sharing it and getting it off my chest and stuff, because I wake up every morning with these wild thoughts, you know, first thing in the morning. But once I get my blood circulating and stuff, I'm on thinking about other things, gardening and whatever it might be. So anyways, I'm gonna close. Hope y'all enjoy your day. Bye.